Well, welcome back, guys. Game number 2, a rainy day, South Alabama on the road again against UAB Blazers, coming off a tough loss against Georgia. They came up close in the game, but in the end, Georgia pulled away. Passing offense, ranked 4th, Samuel Mateo did light it up, and it should be an interesting matchup today. And if you don't know, Coach Noah Walker has declared Samuel Mateo as the starting quarterback over David Downs after David Downs' terrible performance against Georgia. The pressure was just too much for him. They're on the road again, and he wants to make the right decision, give the true freshman quarterback a chance. Here we go. UAB gets the ball first, and on the play action, quarterback's looking, he throws it and he finds his receiver, and that's a nice big gain, 18 yards, working their way up the field. Quarterback under center. They haven't played any no-huddle teams yet. And it's intercepted! The second play of the game. And it's intercepted by the linebacker. Just taking another look at this. Just the timing was just perfect. And South Alabama gets the ball. And Samuel Mateo is on the field. He hands it off to Jay Jones. He picks up about 3 yards. The run game last week wasn't that great. It's still there. They do have a good run game from what we saw in week 1, but they had to play catch up against Georgia, so they had to pass a lot. Let's see what the run game does today. Keeps it on the option. Mateo still running, and he gets tackled, hitting the legs, brought down. 4-yard gain. He has to be careful. Does not want to agitate any injuries he's had after his senior season in high school. That will be 3rd and 8 now. 3rd down. Let's see if they can convert this one. Samuel Mateo surprised everyone last week. And Glover drops the ball. 4th and 8. They will be going for it. They're out of the field goal range for the kicker. Mateo has it. He's looking. And he throws it way off target. And that's going to be turnover on downs. UAB gets the ball back. Mateo seems like he's not himself on that first drive, but still beginning the game. Darren Reeves picks up 5 yards. He's a speedy running back. It could be a threat if he gets in the open. Man in motion. And he hands it off to Reeves again. Who picks up 3 yards. 3rd and 1. Hands it off to Reeves again. He picks up more than what's necessary. He's still running, was cutting back and forth. 10 yards. Quarterback takes it on the option. He's going to keep it for himself. He fights forward for 4 yards. 2nd and 6. And they're into South Alabama territory. Defender came shooting through, and that's a huge tackle for loss. He barely got his arm on him, but he got him. Akeem Lewis, tackle for loss. 3rd and 11. On the screen pass, they catch him, and that's going to be 4th down. They gained 4 yards, though. It looked like he was going to break through, but they caught him just in time. Jaguars had the ball back. Samuel Mateo, let's see if he can pull through the performance that he showed against Georgia. Hopefully he doesn't have a start the way David Downs did. On the screen, he hands it off to Glover, throws it to Glover, picks up 1 yard. 3rd and 7. About 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Score still 0-0. And he finds Glover. This time Glover makes it up and he gets the conversion. 1st down. Mateo under center. Man in motion. Hands it off to Jones, who cuts in the other direction. Picks up 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Man in motion on the option. Mateo still running. He pitches it off to Jones. Picks up 5 yards. 3rd and 2. Pitched it way back there. Not sure what he was thinking. See if they can get this conversion. And they do. Jay Jones picks up the 1st down. Fights forward for 4 yards. They're approaching midfield now. They want to get into UAB territory. And Jay Jones runs right up the middle. Picks up 5 yards. Samuel in shotgun. And he's going to keep it on the option. He's still running. Cuts out. Tries to juke out a defender. Picks up 8 yards. He is a dual threat quarterback. Here in the 5 wideout set, he can definitely use his legs, which makes him dangerous for defenses. He's still looking, and he finds Broadnax. Picks up a nice 1st down. 15 yards. Nice pass. A little over the head of Cameron, but he got it done. Hands it off to Kendall Houston. Big running back. Picks up 8 yards. Hopefully we see more of him. He kind of disappeared off the radar towards the end of last season. And he finds Jay Jones. He's still running. Pushed out of bounds after 9 yards. The Jaguars are looking to get on the board first. First and goal. Mateo drops back. And he finds Wes Saxton. Nice pass. And they're on the board first. The big tight end gets the job done. And here they are going for the extra points, and they get it, and they're up 7-0. Now UAB will get another opportunity to even out the score. Georgia last week returned a kick for 100 yards for a touchdown. So special teams for South Alabama needs to get their act together. Darren Reeves, 27 yards. That's going to end the first quarter, 7-0. An interception. Samuel Mateo struggling in the beginning, but he seemed to get his act together and put them on the board first, right before the end of the first quarter. And here it is, UAB hands it off to Darren Reeves. They had a hard time stopping Todd Gurley last week. 122 yards on the ground. Very speedy running back, and it's the same with Darren Reeves. As you can see, he picks up 9 yards and the first down. Quarterback under center, and on the play action, throws it. Is it caught? No, it is dropped. That will be an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Quarterback under center. And he hands it off to the running back. I believe that is Coles. Picks up 2 yards. 3rd and 8. Let's see if South Alabama's defense can step up. Pressure is coming. And he throws it. And it's intercepted again. South Alabama intercepts the ball. 2nd time this game. And here comes Samuel Mateo in this offense to build off of that. The Blazers quarterback is struggling. On the other hand, Mateo is finding his rhythm, and he finds Wes Saxton on the play action. 11 yards and a first down into Blazers territory. He hands it off to Houston on the option. Picks up 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Mateo finds Jones. Nice pass. He's still running. He's brought out of bounds. They're going to review that. I believe they might have stepped out before the refs called it. Just got to watch his left foot there. Looks like he did step out. Just one more look at it. And he did step out, so they're going to call that back. Just move him back just a little bit. And here they are again. On the option, he's going to keep it for himself. Gets a nice block. No one's going to find him. And he's going to run it into the end zone for a touchdown. Samuel Mateo, 20 yards. And with this extra point, they're going to make it a 2-score game, 14-0. Defense is playing great. 2 interceptions. UAB's offense is averaging 4 yards per play. So they're being kept in check. Quarterback's looking, throws it to his receiver. No one's going to catch him. He's fast. 30, the 20, the 10. And he's going to run it in. And just like that, Jay Davis puts the UAB Blazers on the board to make it a 1-score game pending the field goal. That was just crazy speed. The cornerback completely lost him, and the rest of the team could not catch up. Just when the Jaguars were building a lead, the UAB Blazers are not willing to go down so easy. There's Houston running, and it's going to be a flag. It's clearly a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. Still first down.
The Jaguars and Samuel Mateo looking to build on this lead. 5 minutes, 49 seconds left to go in the first half. Hands it off to Jay Jones. He picks up just 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Should see more of Jay Jones running as we proceed through the game. 6 yards, 3rd and 1. Converted 2 of 3 third downs so far. They should be able to get this one. He's going to keep it. Oh, and he stopped just short. 4th and 1, and UAB's defense comes in clutch, but they will be going for it. He hands it off to Jones, and he just gets the first. Oh, it's a turnover. It's a turnover. They will not get the ball, and UAB will get the ball back. great field position and an opportunity to tie the score. He's going to hand it off to Reeves. Picks up 2 yards, 2nd and 8. A lot of speedy players on this offense. Jaguars have to be careful. They got burned last week and didn't want to get burned again. After that Jay Davis play, and the receivers hit hard. Jay Davis, 3rd and 3. Let's see if South Alabama's defense can stop them now. Quarterback's looking, and he throws it, and it's intercepted by the linebacker. He's going to bring it back to about the 50, and the Jaguars get the ball back. 3 interceptions for the Blazers quarterback in just the first half. Mateo hands it off to Jay Jones, who picks up 6 yards. 2nd and 4, entering into the Blazers territory. Mateo's going to keep it for himself. He's been having a good day of running. Picks up 5 yards. 1st and 10, 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter. They want to get on the board. Pressure is coming, and he finds Jeremy Jones. And that was a nice pass. He knew he was going to get hit, but he knew he was going to find Jeremy Jones open. Mateo under center. Drops back. Good protection, and he finds Kendall Houston, and he fights forward 10 yards for a first down. Doesn't go down so easy. Motions Smith over. He's going to hand it off to Jay Jones on the option. Picks up 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Approaching 2 minutes now. Going to try to milk the clock here if they can. And he throws it to Jay Jones. Gets a few blocks, but can't get into the end zone. 3rd and 5. They don't want to settle for a field goal. Jones in motion. Mateo drops back, and he finds Wes Saxton for his 2nd touchdown of the game. 6 yards, and pending the field goal, they will be up 21-7. It's a 2-score game once again, but 1:27, plenty of time for the Blazers to catch up. Here's the kickoff. Runs it back, and that was Jay Davis. And just been 3 interceptions for Brown, the UAB quarterback. Horrible decision making, forced passes. And they want to make sure that they can rebound from that, because the game is just 2-score game. If they score now, they have an opportunity to catch up. 4 of 8, 102 yards. The big one from Jay Davis. 1:22 here. Quarterback's taking it, and he finds his receiver, but he's hit hard. 2nd and 6. South Alabama's defense playing very good today. Minus the huge touchdown. They get him for 6 yards, 3rd and inches, and to see if they can get a stop here. He hands it off, and he's hit hard, but he picks up the first down. 208 yards to 147. 55 seconds left to go. Throws it. It's dangerous, and it got deflected this time. It could have been intercepted, but he got lucky there. 2nd and 10. Looking great protection. He throws it deep down the field, and he finds his receiver. Are they going to get him? And there's a flag. They're going to pull the face mask. He was going to run it into the end zone, so they took a chance there. Unbelievable. This defense is getting torched today on these deep passes. First and goal for the Blazers. They should be able to run this one in pretty easy. And hands it off to Cole, and he's going to run it in for a 3-yard touchdown. And yet again, the Blazers catch up and make it a 1-score game. 42 seconds left to go. That's plenty of time, I think, for Samuel, Mateo, and company to put themselves on the board, at least a field goal. It's Kendall Houston. It's a nice return, 28 yards. It's been a nice returner so far. 38 seconds. Mateo's looking. He's run out to the right. He's too fast. He's still running, but he runs out of bounds. 2nd and 7. The defender catching his breath there. Couldn't quite catch up to Samuel Mateo. Mateo sees something, and he finds Wes Saxton just short of the first down. 3rd and inches, 27 seconds. Still a whole lot of field to go. Jeremy Jones in motion. Mateo drops back, and he finds Jones, picks up the first down, and stopping the clock just temporarily. 24 seconds left to go. They do call a timeout. Let's see what they can do here. Mateo runs out. He's going to keep it. He's going to pick up the first down. Runs out of bounds. 15 yards. 17 seconds left to go. They're going to try to score. As you can tell, they're not taking a knee. And he finds Thunderbunk. We haven't seen in a while. Picks up the first down. Able to hang on to that one. Even in the rain. Mateo throws it. A nice pass to Smith there. I apologize. It was Jeremy Jones. He's coming up with these great catches. Mateo finds Chevry Smith. I got the right player this time. He's in for another South Alabama touchdown. Mateo only 2 incompletions, 3 touchdowns in the first half of this game. 27-14 with the field goal. They're going to make it 28-14. Again, tiring out UAB, making it again a 2-score game. 4 seconds to see if UAB can come up with anything. And they catch Darren Reeves, and that's going to end the first half. We're seeing something from this team that we haven't seen last year. Explosiveness. I mean, it seems like they're going to put up 40 in this game. Already 28 points in just the first half. Samuel Mateo, 3 touchdowns. Wes Saxton accounting for 2 of them, and 1 rushing touchdown by Samuel Mateo. I mean, and the defense, I mean, they've been playing lights out so far, but they're giving up just huge plays. They have 3 interceptions, but their big plays, giving up their big plays has really put them in a bad spot, giving UAB the opportunity to put points on the board. Jay Davis's huge touchdown run and another deep pass. I mean, there was a face mask to prevent him, but eventually they got on the board anyway. So it's still a close game, despite it being a 2-score game, but here we go, kicking off the second half. It should be exciting. Let's see what UAB and South Alabama has in store. There's Thunderbunk, I believe. No, it's Kendall Houston. Jay Jones with the return there. Got it wrong twice. Don't know my players today. Mateo drops back on the screen to Jay Jones, and they pick up, and he jukes out a defender. They pick up 6 yards. Jay Jones was returning. He's not usually a returner. He's going to hand it off to Kendall Houston. And the defender gets through. Tackled for loss. 3rd and 5. Samuel Mateo drops back. Good protection. It throws it. Oh, it's nearly intercepted, but they deflected. LaMarcus Farmer. The opening drive wasted by South Alabama. And here goes UAB. It's an opportunity to put points on the board. Good field position. On the screen to Jay Davis. He's been racking up yards all day. 2nd and 3. Man in motion. He's going to hand it off to Reeves, who has wide open space. He's still running. They still haven't caught him, and then he's out to the 20-yard line. That's a 21-yard run there by Reeves. They're going to hand it off to him again, but this time he's caught in the backfield. Tackled for loss, 2 yards, killing the momentum somewhat. Quarterback's looking, and he finds his receiver, and it's just short of the first down. 3rd and 2, 182 yards passing for UAB. Quarterback, great protection, and he finds his receiver, but he's out of the end zone. 1st and goal, just a few yards, and they're in. Hands it off to Reeves, who is just stopped just short. 2nd and goal. And hands it off to him again, and defender finds him. He's trying to fight his way, can't find his balance. 3rd and goal. 2 good stops by South Alabama, and here we go again. But this time Coles gets it done. His 2nd touchdown of the day, and he puts UAB within range. 1-score game once again. 28-21. Here comes Samuel Mateo in South Alabama. We're approaching the midpoint of the 3rd quarter. Still no points by them. A wasted drive opening the second half of the game. They pick up 5 yards there. Motions Glover over to the right side of the formation. Motions him back. I believe he might have seen. He sees something. Mateo takes the snap. Pressure's coming, and they get to him this time. 11 yards for the sack. 3rd and 16. It's going to be a difficult conversion. Let's see if they can do it. Pressure is coming. He throws it deep, and it's picked off again. The defender dropped it. That's the 2nd time the defender drops the pass. Samuel Mateo is struggling so far. in the third quarter. UAB with really good field position again in Jaguars territory. Quarterback drops back, and he finds his receiver, the tiptoe catch, DJ Vincent. 1st and 10. Closing in on the red zone. Quarterback in shotgun. And hands it off to Reeves, who's tackled immediately for 4 yards. Tackled for loss. 2nd and 14. He's going to hand it off to Reeves again. Finds an opening. He's still running. Are they going to catch him? Yes, they do. They stop him just 5 yards short. 1st and goal. And they're going to hand it off to him again. And he punches it in this time. Darren Reeves, 5-yard touchdown. And just like that, the Blazers could tie the game. And they do. 28 apiece. And they're going to kick it off to South Alabama, who hasn't produced anything so far in the second half of this game. He's still running. He's not down yet. And there's a flag. It was a nice return by Houston, but there is a flag. I believe it is for clipping. And they're going to be moved back.
Still 1st down.
The Blazers defense so far holding South Alabama to 0 points in the third quarter. He's going to hand it off to Jones. He's still running. He picks up 9 yards. It's a nice gain there. No points, barely any yardage in the third quarter. Mateo's going to keep it for himself. He's still running, gets a block, runs into his own defender though. 116 yards on the ground so far today. He hands it off to Jones again on another run play, but this time he is caught after 3 yards. Mateo in the backfield alone, 4 wideouts. He's going to keep it. He's running. He's going to keep the ball. Picks up the 1st down, and he slides, being smart this time. Picks up the 1st down. Jay Jones temporarily out. The strained pectoral. We'll see Kendall Houston now. Jones in motion. Mateo's going to keep it. Didn't even give me time. He throws it to Wes Saxton, and he catches it. He's still running, and he's brought down around the 8-yard line. 47-yard reception for Wes Saxton. He is having a monster game today. And here it is. We have to sub in. Kendall Houston is too dangerous. Jay Jones is too valuable. It was a nice gain. Great playmaking ability by Samuel Mateo. Kendall Houston picks up 1 yard. Cut back inside, not sure why. Smith motioned over to the left side of the formation. About 10 seconds left to go. Let's see if they put any points. Kendall Houston caught from behind. 1 yard. That's going to end the third quarter. The game is tied. South Alabama is in the red zone starting the fourth quarter. Who's going to win this one? Mateo takes a snap. And he throws it. And he finds Rush Kendricks for the touchdown. 4 passing touchdowns today for Samuel Mateo, and they are up again in this game. It's a beautiful pass, a very tight window, but he got it in through, and they are on the board. Rush Kendricks, the backup tight end to Wes Saxton, still a really good tight end. We should be seeing more of him in the 2 tight end sets. UAB takes it out. Still not down yet, out to about the 28-yard line. UAB once again playing catch up, but they've had a good third quarter. Let's see if they can keep that one going. And they pick up 2 yards. Reeves has been dangerous. South Alabama has a difficult time stopping him. He throws it. Completes it for just 2 yards, 3rd and 6. 7 minutes of the game left. It is a screen pass, but he is caught immediately and hit hard. Tackled for loss, 4 yards. Darren Reeves. Corner came like a missile through that. Gonna punt it off to Kendall Houston. And he picks up 12 yards on the return. Mateo gets the ball back. Let's see what they do here. It's a nice drive. They finally got the rhythm after 2 terrible drives in the third quarter. They finally got that one for points on the board. Let's see if they can produce more points here. On the option, Mateo's going to keep. He's going to pitch it off to Houston. He has some speed. Picks up 10 yards. 19 first downs today. Like I said, we're seeing things from this offense we haven't seen last season: explosiveness. Motions Vanderbrunk over to the left side, and he hands it off to Jay Jones. He cuts outside. He's still going. He picks up the first down, 11 yards. He's hit pretty hard though, out of bounds. He's been taking hits all day, hard hits. Hands it off to Kendall Houston, runs into his own player, and that will be a tackle for loss. He had a hard time getting some space there. 2nd and 12. And it's a screen. He finds Jay Jones. He's still running. The defender just catches him by the legs. 8 yards. 3rd and 4. Mateo drops back, and he finds Jeremy Jones. Nice pass there. They've scored every time they've come down to the red zone. And he hands it off to Kendall Houston, who cuts inside. He's having some difficulty finding some running space. 2nd and 7, a little under 4 minutes left to go in the game. UAB being kept under the heels. Mateo's going to keep it. He's going to run in. No, he's hit pretty hard though. 3rd and 1. Hands it off to Jay Jones, and he gets the touchdown, runs it in for 4 yards, and they have scored over 40 points today. Samuel Mateo has brought new life to South Alabama. And with this kick, it is a 2-score game, 42-28, 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go for UAB. Their offense has sprouted some life. They may be able to get on the board and try to get the ball back, but let's see what they can do here. Quarterback's looking, throws it to his receiver, who catches it for 4 yards. 200 yards for the day for Brown. And he finds his receiver, Humphrey. 4 of 8, converting on 3rd down. They're having a tough time on 3rd downs. He's going to keep it for himself though. Does he pick it up? Yes, he does. Austin Brown gets it. 1st and 10. 2.5 minutes left to go. They need to hurry it up if they want any chance of winning this game. He throws it deep, and it's deflected. EJ May in time. 2nd and 10. Throws it deep once again, and he comes down with it this time. 26 yards. It was a 50-50 ball. UAB receiver came down with that one, and he throws it deep, and it's nearly intercepted. It is deflected though. 2nd and 10. UAB is taking shots down the field. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. Throws it once again. He finds his receiver. This time he's going to run it in. That is Jay Davis. He's having a monster game. Another touchdown with Austin Brown and Jay Davis, and they make it a 1-score game with this kick. 42-35. South Alabama, all they have to do is run out the clock and take this kick. Kendall Houston still running, and he gets out to about the 28-yard line. 27-yard return. 1st and 10. A little over 2 minutes left to go. They need to run out the clock, and they find Jay Jones immediately, and they will, of course, call the timeout. 2nd and 11. Mateo keeps it. He gets a block, gets another block. He's still running into midfield. The 40. He's still running. Brought down around the 35-yard line. 39 yards. And that sucked the life out of UAB. A minute 55. All they gotta do is pick up another 1st down, and pretty much the game will be over. And he keeps it again for himself. He picks up about 9 yards. 2nd and 1. Just a yard short. In the I formation, he's going to hand it off to Jones, and he gets the 1st down, and that will end the game. All you got to do is take a knee, and South Alabama will win their 1st game of the season in a thriller 42-35 contest. Samuel Mateo has brought new life to this team. He seems to be the great player that he was in high school, and South Alabama seems to have hit the jackpot. Over 100 yards rushing, 5 total touchdowns, only 4 incompletions for Samuel Mateo. Just an amazing, amazing game. Coach Walker made the right choice starting Mateo. He wrote off the high momentum that he had against Georgia. What a great game. I mean, over 200 yards rushing total for the team, 260 yards passing, no turnovers. Samuel Mateo, player of the game. EJ May, defensive player of the game for the Jaguars. And just taking a look at the stats here, like I said, 4 incompletions, 219 rating, 4 touchdowns, 84% completion rate. And the run game was strong today. 116 for Samuel Mateo, 80 for Jay Jones. And West Saxon, I mean, look, you can see so many players getting the ball. They're spreading the ball all over the place. And West Saxon accounting for 2 touchdowns. He's having a great season so far. Up next, the Jaguars return back home to take on the undefeated Huskies. Stay tuned, guys.